To create our experiment, we will go to this experimentation menu here, and we will click on the Begin an Experiment link. Here, as you can see, there are two options. The first one is to use an NS file. The NS file is actually a file that describes an experiment. It describes the nodes, the links between them, the topology. However, we don't have such a file, so we will actually create the experiment manually. In order to do this, the virtual wall provides a graphical interface, which we will activate by clicking this new GUI editor link here. This interface is written in Java, so if you don't have Java installed on your PC, you will get a message here from your browser saying that there are components missing. The second thing that may actually go wrong here is this security warning. As you can see here, the browser blocks this Java application from running to your PC for security reasons. So you will probably end up with this message here saying that there is an error. You can see actually details about it. Anyway, you can overcome this error by doing this. You need to actually open in console and write this command. With the command jcontrol, as you can see here, I can see the Java control panel. Here there are various information and settings about the Java installed on my PC, and you need to go to the security tab and lower your security level to medium. So if we do this and we reload this page, okay, nothing happens, so we actually need to restart our browser, and we will see here now that if we do the whole process from the beginning, okay, we get a security warning message, and now the browser does not reject the application. It simply gives us a second warning saying that this is an unsigned application and we are taking a security risk. We actually run the application, we know that it's okay. So here, I will take this off. Here we see a graphical interface where there are two buttons here, two components. The first one is by using the first one, we actually can insert nodes in our topology, and the second one is, as you can see here, if we insert this component, we are creating a switch. So I can actually put in this graphical interface as many nodes as I wish, and then you need to first click here and then move links, and I can connect them the way I wish. So you can see here that links are created between nodes. I can connect nodes with switches and actually create the topology that I wish. Right now I will delete all of them, I don't want them. And I will create an experiment where I have two nodes that are connected with each other. So if I click on the first node here, I see that over here there is a menu with properties. First of all, I would like to change the name. I will call it client. Among other things here is I need to select the operating systems that I want to run on this node. Let me here you can see there is a larger list. I will choose, let's see, I will choose Ubuntu. Okay. What else? Okay, that's it for this node here. Then I can go to this node. I will change the name to server. I will put the operating system. As you can see here, Ubuntu is already in this sort list. And then I can go, as you can see here, to this link, and I can give it whatever name I want. I can put it my link here. I can also set up the addresses for the client IP interface and the server IP interface. Even though I can do it, I will leave these parameters without putting anything in here, so that you can see that once we create the test bed, these two interfaces are assigned with IP addresses that can actually permit them to communicate. So I will not change the IP addresses here. So once we have created our little experiment here, our little topology, we need to save it, or let's say create new experiment. Once I click on create new experiment, first of all I need to give a name to it. So I will call it my first experiment, and I need to give a little description here. This is my first experiment. Now, if I click on this option, which says swap in immediately, it actually tries to immediately activate it and load it on the nodes of virtual wall. Right now I'm not sure if the nodes that this experiment needs are less than the available nodes of the virtual wall. So I will not swap it immediately. I will only create the description for this experiment, and we will activate it later. So I press here create. And as you can see here, I am redirected to a page where I can see information about this new experiment. We can see the name, we can see the project that it is created in, the creator, how many nodes this experiment needs in order to run. As you can see, we need 3 nodes. And visualization, okay, you actually see this figure here, and you can modify some parameters. Anyway, here is the NS file created for this testbed. As you remember, as you recall, when we tried to create the experiment, we could use an NS file. If we actually put this file, we could actually use this file in order to create it instead of going to the graphical interface. Finally, we can see some details about our experiment. As you can see here, we have actually 2 nodes, 1 client and 1 server. Their operating system is Ubuntu. Both of them are given names that these names you can actually these are real hosts. You can actually ping on these names, and here you can see information about the links of these 2 nodes. As you can see here, they have actually the system gave them the IP 10.1.1.2 and 10.1.1.3. This means that these two nodes can actually communicate with each other. So that's it from creating the experiment. We can go to our main page, and now you can see I have 3 tests that I have created. If I click on my first experiment, I go to the page where I can find information about this experiment.